roof, save your money.
This time of year, drive through your neighborhood or any other, and I bet you're going to see a lot of people out there getting new roofs put on their houses, and I also bet you're going to see an awful lot of Langley Roofing signs. We're very happy this morning to have Renee Mason join us. She's with Langley Roofing. Nice to see you.
Good morning. Thank you.
So 1965, y'all been in business since 1965, so boy, are you embedded in the community.
Yes, we are. It seems at this point we're pretty much the preferred roofer in Chattanooga and the surrounding area.
You know, I know that advertising is important and marketing is important, but nothing beats that word of mouth. And it is true, I think, that this time of year a lot of people are choosing to get new roofs put on.
That's right.
And you do see all of the same signs so very often because that word of mouth spreads.
It's our best form of advertisement, and I have the unique experience of getting to talk with customers post-project and kind of talk to them about what we've experienced with them and how we can improve it. And the customers love to know that we care about what they're experiencing during this whole process.
Well, you know, when you and I sat down this morning, I said, Renee, are there anything specific you want to focus on? And her first words were that customer service part of it, because it's not so much about the installation, it's what comes after.
That's right. That's right. We're there for your lifetime of that roof, and even the next roof if you are in a home long enough to replace it twice. It's important to have a loyal customer base so they know that we're always going to be there and that experience matters to us.
Well, let's talk about the lifespan of that roof. It goes back to the quality of the installation to begin with. It should last you 20 years?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. That's the goal. And sometimes we get into a relationship with a customer where they've had a poor installation, so we have the ability to offer minor repairs along the way until they really need the full roof replacement. We don't just walk up to a property and say, you need a new roof. We want to evaluate it and give them a true determination of what it looks like.
It's interesting that you and I are talking this morning, because there is somebody in my neighborhood, I can see them from my kitchen window, getting a new roof. And my daughter was asking me about it, and she said, if you have storm damage, do you ever need to get a new one? And I said, yeah, and this is a big time of year for that.
Yeah, there's a lot of, we hear of hail damage happening all the time, and there's other companies that will come in and just do door knocking and just tell you, you need a new roof, you need a new roof, and it's not always a true assessment. So those companies come in at night and they work throughout the day in our community and then they're gone. So we're able to come in and provide them a true assessment if it's true.
So let's just, because we are in storm season.
We are.
So it all does begin with that free consultation that you provide.
That's right. So we have the benefit of being able to send an estimator out as soon as you call into our office, and we're going to give you a free quote, a free assessment to let you know where you're at in the life of your roof. We're not there to just, like I said, replace it to replace it.
Right.
We want you to build trust with us and know that you have 5 more years and we can help you get to 5 years.
Okay, that's really important then. So if somebody maybe has a roof that's 15 years old, let's go with that.
That's right.
Off you come, your people get on the roof and you take a look. Do you also go into the attic to see what it looks like from inside?
Yes, we do. We go in the attic and we'll walk the property, and we'll sit in the living room with a customer and really talk to them about how can we get you 5 more years if that's your goal. We offer a roof maintenance package that really helps you maintain it for those years, because you might not be ready to spend that money just yet. It's a huge investment.
It is a huge investment.
Yeah.
What does that mean, like a roof maintenance package?
So we have a package that allows us to go in once a year and just blow the debris off your roof, clean out your gutters and replace boots, because those things are going to happen sooner than 20 years. If you want to get the full life of your roof, we want you to help maintain it. And it's not easy for a homeowner to get up there and do that.
Right.
We'd rather do it because we're the roofing professionals.
Do you need to be mindful of having your roof cleaned?
Yes, it's important to make sure in some of those areas of your roof where the leaves and the tree limbs collect, that they don't just sit there forever, because then you're going to end up having some leaks in those areas.
Right.
So you want to make sure you're keeping it cleaned off as often as possible.
Okay, so you said sometimes you don't have to replace the whole roof. You just can go in and do a few shingles here and there?
That's right. So we're one of the only companies in the Chattanooga area that provide roof repairs. So if you've got an area where it's just leaking in a small area, we'll go in there, evaluate where it's leaking, and just do a shingle repair in that area.
Okay.
Same with gutter repairs. We don't have to do a full replacement if it's not necessary.
I want to come back to the roof for 1 second if I can, because am I right that although what we see is the exterior, the real key to success is what lies underneath?
Correct. You want to make sure that what those shingles are installed on is is in good shape. You want to make sure the plywood isn't rotted or damaged. So if there is anything wrong with the integrity or the structure, then we need to make sure we realize that and help you fix it.
Okay, here I am focusing on roofs, and then you mentioned gutters. So
That's right.
can people use you for both?
That's right. So one thing that's pretty great that we offer is gutters and skylights. We offer exterior services, so fascia and soffit repairs. Often when you pull your gutters off, you have damaged fascia, so we can do that for you. We do skylights, I think I mentioned that, and we also do different types of roofing products, not just shingles.
Okay, I did want to ask you
Yeah.
about that. So with the minute that I have left, do people come to a showroom for you to see what you have available?
Yes,
Or?
that's right. We do have a place in our office here in the East Brainerd area that allows you to preview samples, colors, and different varieties of products.
Okay. Well, you know, for so many people, they do one roof in their lifetime.
That's right.
So it's not a conversation that most of us are typically versed in.
That's right.
So to have that trust is very important.
That's right.
Well, here's where you'll find them, and they do offer financing, by the way, because they do realize it's a big expense, but one that will last you a lifetime and make you feel nice and safe in your own home. Langley Roofing, langleyroofs.com is their website. 504-5056 is the phone number. Can they book an appointment with you online, or
No,
should they
we
call?
don't have that feature yet, but you can call our office and we'll get you scheduled.
I think that was probably music to people's ears. A nice phone
That's
call
right.
with somebody on the
That's right.
other end of the line
Yes,
is a good thing.
It is.
I'm Ultima Morgan.